Yeah, so I'm Laszlo Zebo, the CEO and co-founder of Kiln. Thank you so much for coming this week. We're opening the week with one day with TRGC and Etiënne, right? One of the most famous VC in crypto, from homeless to VC.
Homeless to Kiln.
To Kiln, yeah.
We changed the slogan.
And today we will host a panel on restaking just afterwards with the Eigenlayer team. We're very excited to have them. On rollups, on institutional staking, on different major custodian in the space, and I think last but not least, we'll talk about smart contracts, security, and staking. Yeah, Etienne, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for coming, folks. Welcome to Paris again. My chance to see Laszlo and his team once a year. We're part of art, right? If you look at this, just stunning. In November last year, I was at a private equity event in Amsterdam with 80% of the room, gray hair, pension funds, banks, and the organizers wanted to cancel the digital asset panel. So we had to convince them to keep it going. And the question became at the panel, why are you still in crypto? Why do you still bother with blockchain and whatever? So it gave me a chance to go back to like, okay, what is my why? And it's good to recenter and work with founders like Laszlo as a fund, globally investing, working with founders that keep executing, keep building this vision of decentralized finance, peer-to-peer transactions, peer-to-peer trading. We're excited about it, and we'll keep supporting the, I would say, almost a cause. Not to sound too dreamy. So yeah, welcome again, appreciate it. So Laszlo, to kick it off, great title, The State of Institutional ETH Staking after Shapella. For those that are not that technically inclined on the whole concept, could you just briefly touch upon two things, like a quick, super quick, for dummies even, what is staking, what is Shapella?
Yeah, of course. we can also open it to other questions, and we'll try to make this panel as short as possible to again focus on the other panels.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, Shapella is the upgrade on the Ethereum protocol that makes now anyone able to unstake their assets. So since the big on-chain launch in December 2020, you were locked to a bit more than 2 years, and you couldn't unstake your assets. And yeah, since Shapella, we've seen a lot of, obviously, some people and some companies in staking, but because it de-risk all the investors of using staking, liquid staking, Kiln products, or liquid staking for institutions, or Lido, the Lido friends on my left here. Yeah, Shapella is basically de-risk a lot of the process of staking ETH, and now you're liquid to the extent of there's an exit queue, right? So I think it's 7-8 days now. But yes, you are liquid in that sense.
Okay, so in a more general sense, if you would look back, like past, present, future on staking, the whole Ethereum ecosystem, we have folks from Eigenlayer here today, Babylon, coming out from different angles. What are your view on that? If you look at yesterday, where we are today, what's coming, and maybe even touch upon what excites you in that space.
Yeah, of course. First of all, staking was a retail product, right? You would invest in ICOs, delegate to validate on Solana, other coins, and it became, I think, in becoming more and more an institutional product or a platform product. So you now stake from the Ledger Live, or you now stake from Coinbase, or from any other exchanges, wallets, custodians, platform in the space. I think it will I think liquid staking, the liquid staking market, and the liquid staking usage will see a similar movement. So from retail to a platform, crypto platform product, and you will be able to use liquid staking product and stake on liquid staking protocol from platform, in an easier and easier way. And last but not least, yes, I think it will happen the same to DeFi, right? Then if you're asking me like what is exciting in the staking space right now, we're going to hear about eigenlayer, restaking, this concept of share security, and obviously, it brings some issues, but this concept of you reusing the security of the Ethereum protocol to throw it to L2s or to other networks, that's very, very interesting. It also brings an additional source of rewards to users. So that's a great opportunity. You were earning 5 to 6%. Maybe you're going to be earning 10 to 12%. Of course, according to different risk profile, you have to know that. But that's a huge opportunity for the end user.
Okay. On that note, you mentioned risk. You talk to a lot of institutions, whether in and out of crypto, the industry. How do you sleep, right? If you think of security, there's a hack on Twitter almost daily. I wake up, I'm like, not today, please, not today. How do you sleep? How do you mitigate that effect? I know you guys have security as a first principle. So if you could touch upon that for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, how do I sleep? And actually, it's like, you can ask the same to Easy, right? Isodoros, how do people at Lido sleep? So I guess first of all, sorry?
In shifts.
In shift. We do meditate a little bit to sleep.
Okay.
We don't take pills, but no, how do we sleep? In staking, operational staking, you have this validation key security problem. So being SOC 2 type 2 or making sure you have the best security setup and you secure your keys as best as possible is key, is essential. And obviously, when you start to offer staking experience through smart contract, then you have this smart contract security issue that you need to focus on. And we see security as the most important and also the biggest risk for the company or right now and all our products we offer to our customers. You need to do regular audits. Kind of ongoing monitoring on smart contracts is also essential. So not only the timestamp of you being monitored, you be audited, but the continuous monitoring on smart contracts, seeing if even an attacker is not trying to steal our funds or to find a breach there, and doing just like audits regularly, right? It's not because you've done an audit with Certic that you're good to go. You need to do audits every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. That's an ongoing thing. And we have some of our smart contract developers in the room. There's Gauthier, there's Maxime just in front of me, and because of them, and I know they're amazing people. I can sleep at night.
Okay, jealous. Okay, that's good. Just to shift gear for a bit. As a founder in such a fast-moving industry, we were out for dinner last night and someone mentioned FTX was 2 years ago, right? It's that fast, you try to keep up. Looking back, founder Kiln, I remember our first conversation in 21. Looking back as a founder with a product focused on institutions in the industry, is there anything you would share to founders in the audience? Some things you would have done different, or advice? Anything you would share on your journey from the first inception of Kiln to where you are today?
Yeah, I'm in the space since 2017-18, and I wished I understood staking earlier, right? I've seen Cosmos in staking in 2018, and I think I really understood it in 2020.
Yeah.
So my advice, if I can give tips or advice, is really try to be as curious as possible. Try to talk to people. Try to remain open to innovation, because we are in the fastest growing or fastest innovating industry in tech. So maybe in history. And it changes, and there's new topics every 6, 8, 10, 12 months. So try to have a long-term vision still, because moving also from one topic to the other every 6 months is not the right strategy. But you should keep open to what's happening in the space, innovation, to make sure you not miss one. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you don't provide staking for AI bots yet? No
Come
AI
on.
for you guys?
Yeah, if you have other buzzwords.
Exactly, right? So anyway, is there anything you would like to, anyone in the audience would like to ask Laszlo?
What about insurances that backs your products?
Evertas, you mean Evertas?
Yeah, we're talking to you guys, and obviously Evertas seems to be an amazing company and offering an amazing insurance product on staking, right? Yeah, so we work with Chainproof. So that's kind of like an insurer backed by Munich Re that this is, let's say, centralized insurance. We could offer Nexus Mutual to our clients. So this is more decentralized way of ensuring the end user through a smart contract and a community that is pooling or that is investing or financing the insurance products. But that's a major topic. This being said, insurance is it's a lot of marketing. In institutions, it doesn't cover all the risk, but it will definitely, good insurance product will definitely bring more users into the space and more using staking, liquid staking, DeFi products in the future.
Beautiful. Anyone else? Justin?
What's the most exciting thing in your eyes in the staking world right now?
Yeah, I think the movement of liquid staking from retail to platform, restaking, eigenlayer. I'm so excited to see how this is gonna turn out and how it's gonna evolve. And yeah, I think, and also seeing. I would like to see more of the real world rates matched with staking. Again, I consider staking as the risk-free rate in crypto. I think we'll see money market fund, US Treasury bond, European Treasury bonds on-chain tokenized, and seeing this combination of two rates, rewards mechanism. I think that's pretty exciting. Yeah.
Do you see anything from a regulatory and tax perspective that's going to affect how staking works? Because I've seen a lot of...
Yeah, that's a big topic. And first of all, it's good to mention that there's no staking liquid or DeFi license in the world right now. So it's still very much a gray zone. What some people say, C token will be a taxable event, A token won't be, maybe the two of them. It's hard to say. And obviously, it will highly depend on which jurisdiction, right? For example, in France, you're being taxed on when you move fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat, right? In the US, in the UK as well, it's basically per transactions. So I don't know. It's hard to say if staking will be taxed more than liquid staking. What kind of liquid staking will be taxed and the other one not. That's really hard to say right now.
I can speak for the Netherlands, for instance, where I'm based. Spoke with one tax advisor, and he was like, "It's income." Spoke with another one, just get a second opinion, and he was like, "It's a dividend, it's a yield. If you don't claim it, whatever." Had a whole thing, and they both had. They asked the question to the IRS, basically the Dutch IRS, and got an answer, and it was completely the opposite almost. So there's still some sort of, if you will, uncertainty there, no clarity. And as long as there's no clarity, we play along. Right? We play along. Let's go.
What do you think is the strategy to move on after all these crashes? Not for developers or people that are heavy users on the crypto space, but general people I just heard about all of these crashes and all these frauds that we had. How do you think that is the strategy to move on in terms of marketing? Because a lot of people that never touch on crypto, just touched it in the last year and lost a lot of funds in Celsius and a lot of bad things. So how do you think is the strategy to move on right now and try to win again the confidence?
I mean, you know, for example, Bilal, was one of the founders that started in France with me, same period. We came into the space 2017-18. 17 was the the bull market. 18-19 was so hard for a crypto company to be founded and to build a product, which is, I think, very different from this bear market, right? Where you have a lot of crypto VCs that have you know, a lot of money still and that are still investing into projects. You still have a market. It's obviously you know, the market is less booming than a year ago or like a year and a half or 2 years ago. But still, you know, there are many more users than we had previous bear market. So, you know, and personally, I haven't seen as many as like team building interesting product that right now. You know, eigenlayer restaking, account abstraction, real world rates, roll-ups, all these topics, they're still ongoing, and the teams are still being. And I think that's great. That I think this bear market is much more sane even than maybe the next bull, because I can tell you that in a bull market you're not finding product market fits. It's just a bull market, right? So it's the best way right now to find like real users that really understand your product, that takes time to give you feedback. And then it will be a roller coaster again. And so this being said, coming back to your question, yeah, I would say like just try to keep building, get a few very interested users, get funded from the money you can find in the market, and then be prepared for the roller coaster, because you know when it's coming back, you better have a product that is ready to be used.
If I might touch upon that, I think after 22, we all lost, meaning to your point, with regards to trust of anyone participating or even thinking about participating, coming into this industry. We all lost, whether or not you lost $1 or $10. So I think that's definitely a part we need to work on. Still, hence why there was a DeFi Security Summit 2 days ago. Attended. I'm happy to see the size of research that's being done in that space. No VCs in the room, just guys looking at on code level.
You mean only you?
I was the only one, I think. Looking at code level, how to make this space more secure without relying on like trusting guys like Alex from Celsius. Because you think about it, there's a contradiction there, right? Like, the industry is supposed to be trustless, yet we trust Celsius with our assets or FTX with your assets, right? So that's already a friction that, from an educational standpoint, we need to go back to that. Hence why I think, of course, DeFi platforms did 2x, 3x in their volume and user base, which again proved why we bother with that in the first place, right? So I think definitely there, the research is picking up. So I guess we need that trauma to refocus of why we're doing this. And I'm confident that after each blow, we keep building and keep growing, and it's getting better. Because remember, we came from Mt. Gox, right? We came from Mt. Gox. And I'm telling folks this every time, FTX is not the first bomb in crypto. We had many before that, right? Even finance didn't stop after Lehman Brothers, right? So you keep going, you keep building, and things will get better. I still remember the first time I used a credit card online, like, holy shit, like, what am I doing, right? But you still try it. I got scammed once or twice, right, on a website, but you keep going, right? And of course, insurance is one part of it. Gives you that sense of safety, but we keep going. And in human history, progress is a given, change is a given. And you support anyone that is pushing that needle. All right? We're gonna shut down this part. Thanks, everyone. So what do? We have many great speakers coming. Who do we have next?
The next is restaking, actually, and eigenlayer, so a big topic.
Big topic. Give us 1 or 2 minutes to prepare, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.